Alright, what is going on, my beautiful people of YouTube? It is me again, MK the Truth, DODBENT. And as you guys can see, I have a gorgeous looking pair of sneakers. Well, at least I think so, for us to take a look at today. If you guys are new to my channel, you gotta come on and subscribe down below. Also connect to my Instagram. It is the_truth_MK. Also, ladies and gentlemen, all the music on this channel is produced by me, DODB, and I use them as the background music on this channel. Now, I do have a pair of retail sneakers for us to take a look at today, and I've been waiting for these. Now, let's get some things out of the way before we start this video. Well, let's go ahead and open the box. Well, as you guys can see, I love what they did with the box. Now, if you guys don't know, I believe this was a game over in Paris that Michael Jordan, I was about to say LeBron too, played and shattered the backboard. If you don't know all the backstory, yada, 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 he shattered the backboard and they were wearing like orange uniforms. I think it was like orange and brown or something like that. Anyway, this is the Starfish Nike swoosh. You can see it is in a gloss or a semi-gloss, and the rest of the box is matte. Love this box. One of the most fire boxes I've seen. I'm gonna get into all the other stuff in a second. So let's go ahead and peel the top on. Yeah. And you got the beautiful Air Jordan 1 shattered backboard. Let's address some things first. All of you people out there talking about leather, just shut the boy, this is the type of stuff that really irritates me about people into sneakers, in the sneaker game, quote unquote. Let me speak on the sneaker game right quick before I go into this leather. This is the first time in 13 years that I've actually seen some people throw these straight to Foot Saturday. Now, as far as availability, I was a little bit late going to the store, so I wasn't able to find my size. So I ended up ordering a 10.5, and then some 11s showed up later on. Like I checked today, and some 11s are online, but I did end up finding a 11 in store, so they might be around if you guys look hard enough. But like I said, the sneaker game or what have you, I don't call it that. It seems like it's returning back to where it should be, where the people who actually want this stuff are actually getting it and throwing it on their foot. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the shoe. My pair is beautiful. I don't know about yours, but my pair is beautiful. What do I mean by I don't know about yours? If you guys, a lot of you guys do not understand materials. This is pretty much the same shattered backboard. I've been seeing a little bit of posts here and there. Oh, don't compare this to the last one. It's not the same. Yes, it is, and it might be a little bit better. That's right. That's right. I said it. Yes, it is, and it might be a little bit better. As I've been explaining to you guys for the last 5 years, the soft leather is not, although the leather on the shattered backboards was good, the soft leather was good, all the soft leather doesn't mean it's the greatest leather. Now, it seems to be that they're utilizing the same material on this shattered backboard. The panels look just like the old one. My toe box is super soft. Let me show you guys something here. I can push this in and it just stays in there. Look at this. On my other Jordans, if I push this in, it'll come right back out to shape. It's still using the same soft, beautiful leather all over the shoe. I think what most people are looking for is some of the pairs had thicker cuts. This still seems to have the same thick cut shattered backboard leather. Now, let's talk about that right quick. The first shattered backboard that released, what was it, 2015, something like that. I can't remember the date. That is the first time some of you guys out there seen some of the softest leather in your life. If you were into high fashion and things like that, which I am not, but I do look at things and pay attention to stuff, you would have been seeing this type of stuff. And they've been using this type of leather on some of the shoes that they make. For instance, this is on the Court Purples. It's on the Obsidians. It is on the green pair that came out with the Court Purples. It is on all of the ones that have this, pretty much have this color blocking, the bread toes, so forth and so on. You get what I'm trying to say. This is not no special type of leather. This leather has been used on plenty of Jordans after this came out and before it came out. You guys, just first time you just seen this. on a shoe that was coming up in hype, and you guys had so much focus on it, you thought this was the greatest leather of all time. It is not. I'm sorry, they've been using this leather forever. Anyway, get back to this release. This release is a little bit better to me because the leather feels, it's an in-between mix of very soft and it's got a little bit of stiffness to it. Most of the time that stiff leather is the best leather. It's a better grade of leather. I'm gonna tell you guys this, like I've always told you guys before, you cannot determine how great leather is unless you cut the shoe open. Unless you take the leather and you split it apart and you look at the grains, which a lot of you don't know anything about. I don't really know about things like that, but I do have a somewhat of a knowledge of leather, and I can kind of tell what's good and what's bad, but I can't really tell unless I cut it open. You have to really slice leather open in order to understand what's a good leather and what's a bad leather. You can't just feel it and say this is trash and this is not. Stop listening to some of these people out here. Anyway, I say this is a little bit better because there's no synthetic piece on this shoe. I think the black leather on the last pair, it was a little bit stiffer. Like I said, that doesn't mean that it's trash, but I think they use more of a harder overlay. This one has more of a natural feel to it, in my opinion, and it's just all over the shoe. You can see my Nike swoosh is already starting to peel right here. Look how soft that is. I know I was talking a lot, but I have to say this stuff in this video. Just because it doesn't have that, I don't know what look people are looking for, but this looks just like the last shattered backboard. I mean, there's real leather on the neck here, and the way you can tell that is if you look at this cut section here. Y'all see that? There's two panels. You see that ash? What did I tell you guys years ago? When you see that ash there, that's a real raw piece of black leather. And you see those two panels there? That's this part, this neck here, and that is this other one is this right here. So to me, I think this is a it's very on par with what they did before. I see a lot of people complaining and saying that it's not. Don't listen to them. Yes, it is. If you don't believe it, then leave them on the shelf. I got another pair coming, and I might pick up another pair after that. Anyway, on with the review. As you guys can see, the leather just look, I mean, at least on my pair, and keep that in mind, people, the leather is going to be inconsistent throughout pairs. This is one of those shoes you have to go in the store and look at more than one pair in order to get the one that you like. So anyway, this does look to be utilizing maybe calf leather. It's still using the same calf leather as it did before. Look at the pores. I mean, it's just natural. It's almost naturally done. They didn't put that, I forget what it's called, some sort of pigment type of a finish. They didn't use like that trash overlay. They stayed true to the shattered backboards all over the shoe. I mean, just look at this. It's just an absolute beauty. Y'all do this every single time. Jordan Brand gives you some good leather sneakers, and y'all just let them sit and go to shit. Anyway, Nike Air up on the tongue, and also this is using the current tooling. This is not the old tooling, Jordan. So they're two totally different shattered backboards. It's not the same shattered backboard. You got the bigger Nike swoosh, and you got more of that sort of almost a Jordan 1. I got more of a, I wish I would have got more of a rounded toe box, but I got more of a, yeah, this is retail, y'all. Like I tell y'all, everything is inconsistent. I just wish I got more of that rounded toe box, but this is okay here. Anyway, let's take a look at between the leather between both of these shoes, and you can see, look at my panels. I mean, just look how beautiful those panels are. Like I said, this is very much in line with the old shattered backboard. I don't care what nobody says. Everybody always think they're like a leatherologist or something like that. But look at this back panel. You see how different they look? Your pairs are not going to look the same. They're using a really, really nice, real piece of leather. You see that? None of these panels look the same. Look at this back panel and look at this. So keep that in mind. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of put this knowledge out here. I don't know if I'm gonna do it on foot on these. Everybody know what the shattered backboards look like, but I just gotta tell y'all, man, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. This is very much on par with what they did back in 2015 or what have you. That was just the first time a lot of y'all had seen some really good leather or some really soft leather, and you guys went crazy and you thought it was the only leather that was ever used in history of Nike when it wasn't. It was been used on plenty of other shoes and plenty of other Jordan 1s after this. Anyway, that was my rant on the Air Jordan 1 Shattered Backboard. Let me know what you guys think. Did you guys pick these up or what? I'm very impressed with these. I am very, very happy with these. The leather seems very nice. It seems very thick. I mean, the Nike swooshes, look how thick this leather is. All that gray ash, that's a real piece of dyed black leather. It's thick all over the shoe. I mean, seems way better than what we got in 2015. So for right now, I'm gonna say kudos, Nike. What I see in this particular package right here, this is much better than what we got in the past. Let me know what you guys think about these down below. This is MK the Truth, DODBENT. I love y'all. I'm out.